energy. Right now I feel nice, yeah. Still counting my blessings, my blessings. Right now I feel nice, I'm feeling real nice. No worries, no worries. I'm feeling real nice, yeah. When I wake up, every day I'm giving thanks for life. My creator, motivator, he's the one to never let me down. When you start to rise, you're getting a fight. But that is life, God never leave my side. When you start to rise, you get in a fight. But that is life, God never leave my side. I wanna tell you, rock away, bad energy. Rock away. Right now I feel nice, I'm feeling real nice. Go away, negative energy. Right now I feel nice, yeah. Still counting my blessings.
WEFM, the new fresh sound.
WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Rise and shine. Let's get ready to take on the day. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
And good morning to everybody. We are here with you for another day on today's Activated Mornings program here on WEFM with Dianna and Roleza. All right. So it is Wednesday. Hip hip hooray. Yes, my hip hip hooray doesn't sound very excited. And it's just one of those days. You know, there are times when employees don't feel like going to work. Employers, do y'all always feel like going to work? Right? Because, they have to be the ones to go out and try and motivate people to come in, that kind of thing. So I was always wondering how employers actually feel. Employers every day feel like a working there for y'all. Y'all just feel like going in every day. Anyways, right? So
true.
Come tell me about it. I just always be wondering about them. Like how some employees don't look forward to Mondays. So Sunday afternoons they had them start to sing. I just wonder how some managers, employers feel. And supervisors, how y'all as we feeling. We want the honest truth this morning, all right? All right. So some persons will say another day, another dollar. Okay. Once you go into work and you show up, it's another day, another dollar. So that's the trade-off, man. We give our time, we get our money. All right. So wherever it is that you are at this time and you are listening to us, good morning. Whether you are up so, as in Chateau, whether you are down so, as in Union, whether you're cross so, as in the furthest. What's the furthest fast anywhere on what side? It's Point. Oh yeah.
Is it Fancy?
Oh, Fancy, right? So that side, and of course the persons in inland, the Marico area, etc. Good morning to you. All right. So we think we covered everybody here in the nation. And regionally and internationally, good morning to all of you. All right. So, yeah, we are here with you, Dianna. Good morning.
Good morning, Roleza. Good morning to all of our listeners. As usual, I am going to tell you that you are in the right place at the right time. Come on, tell the truth. Don't you just feel great when you tune into WEFM on mornings? By the time it's 10 o'clock, you just don't want to do anything else but continue to listen to WEFM for the rest of the day. Tell the truth, man. We're talking plenty of truth this morning, right?
Correct. All right. So just want to say good morning to Bob, who is a friend of Kojo's, who hit us up yesterday. Said that he's an avid listener and he listens every morning. So good morning to Bob. I think we saw some greetings there, yeah.
So somebody is sending about the greetings to their son, Brandon Ballantyne of Gome, who is 6 years old today, and greetings are coming from your daddy and your entire family. All right, so that is to 6-year-old Brandon Ballantyne of Gome. Happy birthday, Brandon. I think that is it. Joshua was showing off. He's showing off there. He's showing that they have 2 large cruise ships over there in Bermuda, so there are going to be a lot of tourists.
But just was it last night? Sometime recently, I was there saying like the waters across by me that I'm not seeing as much activity. I know it's no longer cruise ship season, but I'm not seeing a lot of like yachts and so forth passing. Like I would see these sandals boats, but not a lot of. I don't know. I just felt like before I was seeing a lot more activity on the seas across by in my line of vision from home. But yeah, I don't know. I look forward to seeing boats of all types passing across. So maybe it's I don't know if it's because the cruise ship season may have drawn them in, but yeah, not seeing as much as before. So it's a little bit disappointing because I love being distracted and looking outside.
One more greeting. So Joshua is sending out anniversary greetings to George Valentine. So George, Joshua, Richardson is wishing you a happy anniversary.
It would be to George and his wife.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So yes, we are talking a couple of things Vincy related. I know Dianna and I did not plan this morning. When I picked her up this morning, I mentally chuckled. I didn't tell her anything. I mentally chuckled when I saw the shirt that she has. I was like, boy, people are going to say we planned. But no, we absolutely did not plan. All right. But we are talking a couple of things, Vincy, this morning in terms of what's happening. Woo, boy, I just hit my funny bone. Oh, Lord, I hit my funny bone.
Oh, boy.
All right. Lord. Okay. All right, let's get into it. All right. So today, for those who may not recognize that the CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers, Vincy Heat versus Anguilla, match is taking place today at Annisville at 7 p.m. All right. So for all you football fanatics, for those of you who are just Vincy supporters, you can go on down to Annisville today at 7 p.m. to look at that match. All right. We're rallying around Vincy Heat. All right. Now I said this, but Vincy Heat. We're rallying around Vincy Heat. All right. So you can go on down, and I know everything is a vibe, and they do have the home advantage in terms of support because the match is happening here. All right. So go on down and let your voices be heard with what is happening there at Annisville today. Okay. All right. So what else is happening? The Logos boat is already here in SVG. And from tomorrow, it is open to the public. All right. So Logos, which is the world's largest floating book store with over 5,000 books and with over 5,000 titles of books, would be open to the public as of tomorrow. Right. So you can find books that include different subjects such as science, sports, hobbies, cookery, arts, medicines, language, and faith. All right. So just to give you a reminder that it's open from 10 to 10. It's closed on Mondays, but on Sundays is open. Well, on Sunday be open from 1 to 10. Okay. And did I get that day correct? I think it's open from tomorrow. Right, from June the 5th. I'm correct. Right. All right. So adults between the ages of 13. You poor children. All right. So adults between the ages of 13 to 64, it's $3 per person. And for those 65 and over, it's free. And children under 12, it's also free. All right. But they must be accompanied by an adult, maximum one adult for 10 children. Okay. So yeah, you can go on down to that, just walk with some money, whatever it is that you can, even if it's just one or two books, go on down and let the children experience it, especially those who have never gone on the Logos Boat before.
Yeah, and it's interesting that our thought for today was reminding us about how important reading is. So, I'm going to tell you to go forth once you have the money and you are able to take the children out. Let them go and make it fun, because reading is fun. And if you don't think so, I don't know, somebody probably traumatized you. You probably was sent to read as a punishment. Don't send the children to read as punishment, because then they're going to look at reading as punishment. But it's fun. Let them know that when you read, you get to create pictures in your mind. You get to just build your imagination. Take them to the boat and just, let them buy as many books as you can afford.
It's interesting that you just said that don't send them to read as punishment. I never thought of that, because I know sometimes parents would say, well, you're taking away the tablet, you're turning off the TV, go read a book.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just never thought of it in that way.
Me neither. Until like a couple years ago, I saw something about that, and then I thought about it, and I was like, that's probably it. Because growing up, you remember most of the times when you were sent to read, it was as a punishment. So most people view it as a punishment, and then they just hate it. Me, I loved to read, so telling me, "Hey, go and read a book," I was like, "Yay!" So,
But I came across something last night that said that I can't remember. I think it's Gen X who's after millennials.
boy,
Whichever generation is after millennials,
that.
they
Gen Z?
they don't like reading to the children. They find reading boring or reading out loud boring. But I mean, the thing of it is that when you read to your child, you have to pick up on things like how they pronounce words, the way in which they would punctuate their sentences, etc. You pick up on these things. So sometimes when you hear of people struggling, let's say even persons who are working on radio, or well, let me just say radio for now, or persons who are in social media in terms of doing vlogs, etc., you tend to pick up on that maybe when they were younger, that their reading wasn't as polished as it should have been because parents did not do these things with them. I mean, maybe some parents didn't even know better themselves, but at least an adult would be there to hear them with their pronunciations, hear the way, and you learn to even spell. Your mind gets curious when you come across a word and you're like, what does this even mean? So you go in a dictionary and you look for it, or you go and search on Google or whatever, and you find it, so parents, you have to do your parts, all right? You can't end up talking about how people sound when they're working on radio. They're not pronouncing this word and that word properly. It starts from when they're very young.
Yeah.
So parents, you have to do your part as well, all right? All righty. So just a note, Calypso, we are talking about Calypso. We are in the Carnival season already. So I know that last night, the Calypso tent, there was a tent session at Russell's Auditorium. It started at 8:30 last night. And today, Upstage Experience will also be at Russell's from 8:30. All right. So I know for many young persons, they're not as interested in Calypso for various reasons, right? But though I've never gone to a tent, it always seems vibesy, right? And I think maybe like one of the things that we should probably see is like maybe a lot more clips coming from the tents and allow persons, especially younger persons like myself or even younger, to realize that, this is an event that you can also attend, right? I know that when we had the interview with Cabba, Mr. Bennett, on Friday, one of the points that was made was that there needs to be that sort of mix of, let's say, the serious political commentary and a little bit of fun into it. All right. So I think sometimes we have this perception that the Calypso is always going to be about politics, who are pulling down the government are talking about the opposition. It's that type of social commentary, but it's just the way in which it's delivered and, the rhyming techniques, etc. in it that could help to make it a bit more creative. So I saw Kenton post a video. Well, was it a video? No. Well, he posted a picture of himself and some persons in the audience, but it wasn't as packed, right? So I think maybe a little bit more of a push needs to be made there in order to get persons to see that, tent is fun. It can be fun.
I was about to say something and then I completely lost my train of thought there. But I've been to tent only once. I would definitely encourage persons to go out to tent, especially people who are involved in the arts. Once you can make it, you have transportation, you can pay the entrance fee, whatever else you may need. I would definitely encourage you to go and take the children as well, because some children do enjoy being at the tent. And there's this group of people, I forgot their name, but they're like Calypso critics, so they seem to always be at all of the tents, and they would, they're a vibe, I find,
Okay.
So I guess somebody will know which particular group I'm talking about, but they're usually out there at Calypso events and kind of liken them to Calypso critics. So if you know that particular group, then you know who I'm speaking about. But I think when it comes to us thinking about Calypso as only political social commentary, that's probably because of the Calypsos. We have a call that we pay attention to. Hi, caller. Good morning. Oh, wow.
Hi, caller. Good morning. Oh,
Hey, good morning, ladies.
morning. You have 50 seconds.
Dianna, Dianna, let me help you out. The grudges.
Yes.
The grudges.
Yes.
Let me just help you out with that one. All right, I go on.
All right, thank you. All right. Oh, somebody else actually sent it on the WhatsApp too. All right.
Yeah.
Calypso grudges. Also not judges, but
No.
grudges.
Yeah.
That's an interesting pun. Yeah, that's an interesting pun. All right. So yeah, maybe it's just a way to organize and all right. So me and Dianna go try organize a day ago, right? Let we see how this thing is set up. Because I've never gone, but I
Okay.
don't want to just sit down and just be like, yeah. I can't deal with that kind of calypso, right? So
Okay.
yeah. All right. All right. So I am this time thing is okay. So all right. So we are going to head on out as it is exactly 7:35. All right. And we'll be back in the next segment with just a little piece more of what's happening here in SVG and then another topic. All right. So we are heading out at this time and directly into today's traffic talk.